Hello and welcome to the Knights of the Smith Dinner Table real play video of Deadlands, Hell on Earth. So in the post today I mentioned that we were going to be switching back and forth on Mondays between Torg and Deadlands. So right now, this is episode 27 of this series, and when last we left these heroes, for those of you who remember, they had suffered an explosion that shoved them backwards in time. They met a guy named Old Coot, who was nice, told him that three women sent him to them to help them out, and he gave them clothes and got them on their way. They have since made their way over the past 3 months, taking odd jobs all the way up to Salt Lake City. Now, since pretty much everybody here is, well, 4 out of the 6 of you are playing the same characters, let's do a quick rundown on who everybody is playing, and this time we're going to start with Cheryl.
Me?
Yes, you.
I am Susie Ray, and I am a Templar. What do you want to know about?
Tell us about your character.
If you were ice cream, what kind of ice cream would you be?
Something with daggers in it. So.
Flash shards.
Oh.
Sounds like a dine ice cream, honestly.
So I got me a fancy dress, some silk stockings, and some fancy shoes, and I have my little bonnet, and I am just living the life here in
The past.
this old-timey
1877.
place. And I'm kicking butt, not taking names, because I don't care who they are.
Are you still wearing your sword on top of the dress?
Oh, yeah. Well, okay. So my dress, my fancy dress, and silk stockings and shoes are really only for dress-up time. Like going out on the town and having some fun and making sure.
I think you have your blade like tucked in between your shoulder blades, like
yeah, but that's not my everyday outfit. That's my fancy outfit. Otherwise, I'm in my duster and my cowboy boots, and I have my Stetson hat, and my gold watch, so I can keep track of time. With my,
You know it's a pocket watch, right? It doesn't go on your wrist.
She just ties a chain around her wrist, so it's a dangling
with
one.
my pipe hanging out of my mouth, and I don't smoke, but I do have my pipe that just kind of. Oh yeah, see how we're up.
Yeah, the camera's right here now.
So,
You okay
And-
there, Mike?
I left the house for this shit.
Well, should be done about
You missed her.
10-15 minutes, and like you left the house.
so I also have learned how to play the harmonica during my time here, or my traveling time. So I am quite the good harmonica player. So I entertain folks with that. I believe that's how I've made a couple bucks.
That feels like I'm reading the last Starbucks game. It's sweet, but real painful.
Seems like actually one of Cheryl's more pleasant Deadlands characters.
I think that's about all I have to say.
Okay.
I also have learned how to, because I figure everyone already knows me from the past.
Well, the 4 who were traveling together prior to this, yes.
Yeah,
The other 2 have not joined the posse yet.
correct.
We'll have them
I'm
describe
not talking
themselves.
about you guys. I'm talking about, like,
Oh, the people who are watching.
yes, like, they know Susan from the past.
Like you do anything after?
And,
The thing is, they should go back and rewatch our videos to learn more about Susan.
All 26?
Shameless plug.
so, how to drive a wagon, a buckboard, with a horse. And that, I think, is all Susan has to say.
All right. So let's go to her former student, now contemporary, Armin.
Armin, first month probably, since we've been here for 3 months, the first month Armin was convinced that we were back in the simulation from the Coastal Wizard that we had been stuck in previously. And after he realized that he is not back there, he embraced this new world and is working to build the new old Templar order.
All right. Dungaree Dave.
Yep, I'm Dungaree Dave, authentical freaky pterodactyl guy. Let's see it.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about their mutation.
Oh, and it saved him for one time, didn't it?
Yeah,
Yes.
because I jumped down in the airship.
He's got webbing between his
And-
arms and his legs, like a sugar glider.
Yeah, you get some weird looks. People ask you what circus you belong to.
Barnum and Bailey's.
Circuses?
1876?
Barnum and Bailey's, I don't think is, but there are plenty of circuses out about it.
Okay.
But yeah, you could say Barnum and Bailey's and no one would.
That nine.
Yeah, no one would know who they are, but
All right.
let's see, I guess, yeah, I've been really liking this past world. It's got blue skies, sun, no
And food.
Yeah, food, real steaks, no radioactive animals trying to eat you. Yeah, much
And ammo
friendlier
for
ones
this
like
season.
mountain lions and bears.
Readily available ammo.
So,
All right. How about Jason Dreadshot Horn?
So, as we've gone back to the old times, he's kind of dropped the Dreadshot name and said by primarily Jason Horn now. Because he gets a lot less weird looks. But he's pretty much living his life. He's kind of relaxed on his psycho powers a little bit, and primarily gotten blazing, trying to blend in a little bit because Bald Head already gets him plenty of looks. Tried to cover with a hat once, that didn't turn out well for the hat.
All right. So as I said, it's 1877, May of 1877. You guys got a good grip on time of year, the day, and you're in Salt Lake looking for work when there's this huge announcement about a, where's his title? Ellington Dillinger, who's the owner of a pretty well-known traveling museum. He goes from town to town on the rails, shows off all kinds of artifacts, claiming that they're supernatural in origin. But he made a big announcement that he's making a big announcement that he's selling as it's going to be history-changing. And the announcement is scheduled for 1 o'clock in the afternoon and is being held in the Grand Ballroom of the Salt Lake City Grand Hotel. And it's the nicest hotel to be found in Junkyard. Now, for those of you from the future, and for those of you the two of you who are new to this game, Junkyard is a part of Salt Lake City that's run by the mad scientists, and the chief mad scientist being Hellstrom, of Hellstrom Industries. And it has what's called the Steel Sky. About 3 stories up inside Junkyard, you can't see the sky anymore because there's pipes and everything running from building to building, electrical work, steam pipes, all kinds of crazy stuff. Some buildings go up to 6 stories high here, but most of them only go up to where the Steel Sky is. Yes?
Are we Junkyard citizens of the past or of the future?
Future.
Or are the
Salt Lake was wiped out. The only reason Junkyard survived in your time is because it was covered by a metal dome that absorbed a lot of the radiation that came off.
You said the future.
Yeah.
In the future, Junkyard is a city-state.
Okay, but in the past, I guess
It's just part of Salt Lake
It's
City
separate.
where all the Gentiles live.
Okay, so this is part of Deseret, not Union or Confederacy.
Correct. Sounds kind of interesting, so all 6 of you managed to wrangle yourselves in. And I am going to bring up the map. Alright, we center it. And I'm going to make this larger. And
Over the shoulder.
it is standing room only.
This is pre-Rona.
Yep.
So-
I just saw a commercial the other day that, like, in the top corner, it said, filmed previous to COVID-19.
That's fantastic.
I'm like, stupid. Sorry, those.
Nope, that's fine.
Sorry, the stupid people.
Alright, so right there.
I see the
Alright, so these guys. So right up here we have Susan, we have Armin, Dave, and Jason. Here we have Dustin's character, who has not yet been introduced, and over here we have Joe's character, who also has not been introduced. As you can see, this press conference and announcement is extremely well attended. Quite a few people crammed in here. Cameras are flashing, pencils are scribbling, and the din of all the voices in the room is quite deafening. At 1 o'clock on the dot, things get underway. Dillinger, who you saw in the picture in the paper announcing this, walks out, as well as another man who is, let me get his description, looks like he should be a math teacher. Back in the Old West. He's tall, kind of gangly. He's not wearing glasses, which is good, but just seems kind of mousy, other than the fact that he is quite tall.
Why are you saying that a math teacher's mousy?
Back then they were.
I'm wondering why I say we get blown in the rest of the
What does Dillinger look like then?
He is of about average height, black hair, well-groomed mustache. Not mustache, mustache. Yeah, he's got a little bit of a curl on either end. He wears he is carrying the bowler that he would normally wear. And
I'm sorry.
he's got that straight-backed kind of posture. And as he raps on the podium in front of him, the crowd starts to quiet down. And I cannot do a British accent to save my life, so I'm not even going to try. But
Do
he
an
does.
Australian one.
No. He comes out with an extremely upper-class British accent. He says, "My friends, colleagues, and curious onlookers, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Rutherford Ellington Dillinger, proprietor and owner of Dillinger's Mobile Museum of Curiosities and Relics. You may have heard of my wonderful traveling museum, spreading knowledge and culture throughout the frontier, wherever the train tracks permit me." He pauses here and the crowd politely claps. Thank you, but I am not here to promote my museum today, friends. Now, there cannot be one among you who is not familiar with the name Major John Wesley Powell. As no doubt you are aware, Major Powell's 1869 and 1871 expeditions down the Colorado River and into the Grand Canyon were the first to ever explore, map, and document that natural wonder. And I am sure you are also aware of the tragic loss of his third and final expedition into the so-called House of Stone and Light, as the local native peoples call it. The fate of Powell's valiant band of men was the subject of endless speculation back in 1873. It has been assumed, from then to now, that the expedition's tragic end was brought about by either the mercurial forces of nature that rule the Grand Canyon, or by hostile natives in the area. But such is not the case. How do I know this, you ask? Well, the more connected among you may have heard rumors in the press lately about the discovery of evidence of the lost expedition's fate. I am here to tell you today that those rumors are indeed true. Pardon me. At this point, pretty much, yeah, exactly as Cheryl did. There's kind of a great murmur.
Oh my goodness, did you hear? Did you hear? Oh my, what?
Dillinger looks pretty self-satisfied with the effect that his words have had up to this point. And after things calm back down, he says, "You see, my friends, 3 short months ago, a wooden box was brought to Virginia City for sale. The very box you see displayed in the case next to me. The seller, a man who shall remain nameless, had recovered the box while plying the lower reaches of the mighty Colorado River, below the Grand Canyon. Being the intelligent, if rustic fellow that he was, this man recognized the fine workmanship of the box. He sold it to a curio dealer in Virginia City, where I, with my keen eye for strange and wonderful objects, quickly picked it out as something important, but I had no idea of the momentousness of this discovery. You see, my friends, that humble box contained the possessions and last known writings of John Wesley Powell." He pauses once again for... exactly.
Wait, seriously, did he say 3 months? We've been here 3 months.
How long have we been here?
Yep.
Yes, my friends, it is true. But it would be a mistake for me to say that we have truly divined the noble explorer's fate. His journal has been subjected to the extremes of nature, and only the final entry is readable. And yet it speaks, albeit in somewhat oblique terms, of an almost unbelievable archaeological find located somewhere within the Grand Canyon. Alas, with the destruction of the greatest part of Major Powell's journal, finding this amazing place, he describes it in the most glowing terms in his final writings, I assure you, may seem an insurmountable task. Not so, I tell you, my friends. You may be familiar with the Association of Explorers and Adventurers known as the Explorers Society. That noble organization, along with backing from myself, Major Powell's surviving family back east, and generous contributions from the Smith & Robards Company, has agreed to mount an expedition not just to discern the exact fate of Major John Wesley Powell, but to hopefully rediscover the incredible place that he claims to have seen. This expedition, led by my companion on the stage, Dr. Edgar Haskins, member in good standing of the Explorers Society, shall follow the route through the Grand Canyon that Major Powell's 1873 expedition had planned to take, hopefully resulting in an archaeological find the magnitude of the Cardiff Giant. Yes.
That's why we're here. Join this expedition. We're just here.
You were here for the announcement.
Do the people around us look like expeditioners?
Nobody in this room really does, except for the 2 guys up on the stage.
I barely do.
Okay, at the Cardiff Giant line, I'm just going to be chuckling under my breath.
With a dramatic flourish, Haskins whips the cover off of the glass display case, revealing the rest of what's inside. As everybody cranes their collective necks, straining to see what's in the case, another flurry of flashes from the cameras go off. As you guys are looking, you notice that looks like there's a knife of some sort in there, a bone necklace, a pretty clearly waterlogged book, because you know how waterlogged books look, they're kind of like widened out.
Yep.
With a leather case, and the box that you could already see
That's all in the box? Or that's
inside the display case. Off to the side, you guys see that there is a gold pocket watch, a few pot shards, and a strange piece of dried plant material. Can't really tell what it is. And the crowd oohs and ahs, and you're pretty sure that everybody from about here on back, can't make out a damn thing up there.
I would still move on.
Both Dillinger and Haskins look extremely pleased with the reaction. Dillinger steps back over to the podium, about to resume speaking. Pardon me for a second. I need... Where'd they go? All right. As he's opening his mouth to speak, this door busts open. Both of these doors are yanked open. And the doors on the south end of the ballroom all fly open, almost like somebody was waiting on a cue. And at each door you see, to the east and the south, you see a group of men. Oh, I've got the YouTube vision.
Are they armed?
Oh, give me just a moment.
Yeah, sure. We all have 2 arms.
Thank you.
It seems they are bilaterally armed.
That's a big word for
But
you,
they
Dustin.
all are.
That's a big word for Gus.
No, he said Dustin. He thinks
I
you're
know.
dumb.
I know. That's
As the doors slam open, the guy back here steps forward and buffaloes Dillinger.
Wait, like,
Just straight up
mollywops
him on the back of the head with the butt of a pistol. And he spins it around, pointing the gun up in the air. And as the other guys are stepping into the doors, they're all shouting out things like, "Nobody move!" and "Keep your hog legs in your holsters."
I just look at Susan.
Where am I?
Alright, so Susan,
You're right there with your sword.
you are...
Go top left, go right 1, go back 3.
You are here.
Oh, okay.
Here's Armin. Here is
Jason.
Jason and Dave.
Can I pull out my sword?
Here's Gus. Hold on. And there
Didn't
is...
say anything about swords.
Nope. I figured he didn't.
I don't know the hallway here. How close you're supposed to go in
So
and out.
as you guys are looking...
Sure, you would know that because you're from this time.
I don't know that. I don't know.
You don't go
What's
either.
the
As we're
hallway?
looking,
You don't go either.
I was letting them finish their little discussion. The big thing you guys notice is this would be a bad place to get into a gunfight.
I'm not getting into a gunfight.
I don't get into gunfights unless I have to. This seems like a good place to get into a sword fight.
They do have their weapons leveled, except for the guy up on the stage. And you got a feeling that if you make much of a move, they'll have the drop on you.
What's the general reaction of the crowd?
The crowd looks terrified.
So they're like starting to like fuss around and stuff.
Yeah, they're kind of bustling
Can
and things
I
like that.
sneakily kind of wiggle my way up to the front?
Gonna try and wiggle your way up to the front.
Yeah, like see how there's that aisle?
That is actually gonna take a strength roll, and it's gonna have to be good.
Well, guess what my strength is now? 5d12. If I know what a d12 is.
I'm gonna try to mill my way over to the massive dudes to the right too. Just
Okay.
same thing that she's doing. I see she started heading toward the front, so I'm going to the other ones.
I rolled a 10.
I got a 9.
Yeah, the bustling of the crowd kind of has you guys locked in
That's right.
place.
Hold on. Where did it go?
I don't make any progress. It's one person I have to push down.
It
You're trying to
is
do it without drawing attention.
2,
to
3,
yourself.
4, 5, 6,
No.
7.
It's one person. Just
Going to the side,
yeah.
it's still a pressed crowd.
And I'm still saying that it's one person. I just have to find the weak link. There's two guys there. One of them is not. You said they weren't looking like they were warriors, fighters, here for an excursion. So
Right. But while the map doesn't do a good job of showing it, everybody's up against the walls.
Yeah.
Basically shoulder to shoulder.
Yeah. And then while they're trying to
shows me
hustle,
there's an aisleway.
hustle and bustle, I'm gonna kind of like put my hands inside my head like this
Mhm.
and start a paralyzer.
Okay. As you guys are getting your stuff ready, the guy up front here, Dillinger lies on the ground.
Where are you gonna call him?
I was going to call him Dixon for some reason. This guy steps up and he smashes the case and reaches in to grab stuff. As he does, one of the, for lack of a better term, one of the bandits jumps and fires a shot.
Uh-oh.
And as he does, it puts the crowd into an absolute panic. This will get us into combat rounds. So everybody make a quickness roll.
Ooh, there's some misses.
Oh, there's a 5. So when I roll an 8, I roll another, or?
Yeah.
Yep. So you have an 8 as your highest. So you got to roll another single die. So you got 9.
46.
Yep, 46 keep the highest.
I don't know who's doing the cards.
Cheryl has. Cheryl does the cards.
Alright, so you get 2
So you got 9, you got 0, 5.
Also, you get 1 at 0, and you get 1 at 5.
You get 1 for not busting.
Yeah.
Busting is more than half your die. Once.
Card order.
Which you roll?
You got 2.
Sync order. Going spades, hearts, diamonds, clubs.
0, 5.
So ace of yeah, so ace of first.
Yeah!
Did you get the right one? Nice. Did anybody get a blank there?
Wow. You go last.
Did you get two twos?
He got a 5 of spades and a 2 of
Ooh,
diamonds.
look at this!
Nice.
You don't get any standing for this head.
I know it's hard to see, but Cheryl did draw a blue chip, which is the second highest chip you can draw.
Should have done 2, but here we are.
All right, everybody got their cards?
It goes in order from
Does the red
highest
joker wish to
down
try and go
the
first?
lowest. I'm not sure.
He's a try.
Right there. So when he calls 5s, is it 5
Yes.
spades or the first 5 that goes? 'Cause it goes
What you gonna do?
Spades, hearts.
I want to
clubs.
shout out at the people around me to kind of intimidate them to get out of my way.
Overawing them?
Yeah, like, get out of my way! Imbeciles! Dutters! Is that the right term for this time frame?
No, dudes would be.
Dudes.
Daddies.
Who,
Old English.
where do I use dutters?
Pathfinder era.
That's right. Overall,
Yep, overall.
1d6. 8.
8.
Good.
They get guts checks.
Because
She
I
rolled
rolled
a 6. You can pick up
And
roll
the
again.
AC roll.
All right. And are you going to try and move?
Yes.
All right. To try and move through the crowd now, which way are you going?
Well, you told me that I can't go to the side and up. So I want to go forward.
Okay. Make your strength roll.
Nine.
This time, because you terrified her, you're able to push your way up to there, shoving the girl behind you. And everybody around you kind of looks at you like you're one of the bad guys.
Well, To be fair, I have my hat kind of pulled down. I'm not dressed up in my fancy clothes right now. I love that I have an outfit change, like wardrobe change.
I'm wearing my fancy clothes.
Oh, would this be a fancy?
Yes.
What time of day is it?
1 in the afternoon.
But this is a rich part of town.
Oh, well then I'm in my fancy clothes.
Alright, aces. Before ace of spades, if anybody has it, the crowd starts to move. Let's see.
You select everybody except us.
This guy, this guy, this guy,
So you don't have to lock us and select everybody else.
and this guy.
Are those bad guys down at the bottom?
Yeah.
Yep.
What? Why are they dead?
The crowd tramples them.
Go crowd.
think that's gonna be a fire.
I think maybe.
I think we're past fire.
As these guys all rush out, and
Unbelievable!
these guys all rush
I don't
out.
like the voices, James. Just throwing it out there. I don't.
This is the
not-
official Pinnacle stuff. The music that is actually currently playing is Blood, Sweat, and Gears. I'm not sure which one because it cuts off the title. But I can do this and advance it. Alright, so, and then these guys, they're not going to be in actual hexes at this point. They are rushing the doors.
James,
Yes.
could you put up the
Running
penalties?
for the rest until the 8s. Comes back around again.
Yes. You can add.
He should be running until it goes back around.
Have you asked Nathan about being able to put stuff on top of the?
That's coming in the next cartographer
You
update.
run to 6, and then you run to 6 again, as long as you don't move more than your pace. For a single round.
Did I disable that?
Well, total between all the actions.
That pack is missing. I don't have it right now.
What pack?
The pack that I had that
That's
day.
okay. Don't worry about it. I was just. It's helpful.
No, I know. Alright. These guys move up.
And we're going to throw people in.
These guys, yep. And I am using the chase rules for moving the crowd. So they're going to move on every movement action that a vehicle would.
So ace, queen, and...
Ace, queen, 9, 5, and deuce.
Okay. I remember ace and queen.
That's impressive. Just I've never heard that.
Alright.
And when we were driving rockets through the vein in the swamp, remember?
Yep. And
The raiders were
No,
chasing
like
us.
guys, I have a life outside of this, and while I love you all dearly, I don't remember from 1 week to the next, let alone from 1 year to the next.
this is. I forgot math, but I keep this stuff straight. So
Alright, aces. Which ace do you have?
Heart.
Ace of hearts. Nobody has the spade, so ace of hearts it is. You are currently surrounded by the crowd.
Yeah.
I need you to first make a nimbleness check so you can avoid getting trampled. Alright, you do not get trampled.
Okay. So is it just a strength to try to step to the
Trying to get out of the crowd?
to the south there?
Yep, that would be a strength check.
That's a 10.
Alright. They are not fighting you because they're trying to get past you.
Okay, so 11 action.
Oh, that's part of your movement.
That's part of your movement.
So you can try to quick draw now.
Yep.
Okay, so quick draw.
So make a quick draw check. And what are you quick drawing?
My shot for my scatter gun.
All right.
Well, no, I'll do my pistol, but you can quick draw holster.
I mean, if you really want to use that scatter gun, I'm not.
Honestly,
I'll
you're gonna hit
Yeah.
people that aren't.
Well, those people are going to run out and people fill the doorway.
Yeah.
In the doorway.
So he's quick drawing his pistol and he does have a quick draw holster.
Okay,
So that gives you a plus 2.
3d8, and then I roll 1 in quick draw.
So you roll 1d8.
You roll 1d8.
I roll 1d8.
But you're gonna add a 2 to the total.
So that's 9.
That's perfect. You quick draw.
Okay, so I pulled my
So it
gun.
doesn't cost you an action to quick draw it.
So now you can shoot if you want to.
Yeah, but how about a penalty for that? Bad.
Very nice.
Not good, huh?
No penalty for the shot.
No.
I could just hit anything else.
If you miss,
So, go big.
But I don't want to be a murderer.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Cinder's gonna be a hero.
Cinder is not here.
That's how I forgot to fly.
Can
Yes,
I
it's
just
gonna be
finish
a
my
hero.
move and just try to get up against this eastern wall?
all right. So continue a movement on this action as you quick draw.
Yeah. So that's part of my 6, right? So what
Yep.
else could I do right now?
You
Doesn't
could
involve
draw a
me
bead.
shooting. Okay.
Drawing a bead is you can do it up to 3 times in
And
a
it
round.
Increases my shot.
It increases
next
your,
time.
yep, it gives you a plus 2 for each action you spend on drawing a bead.
Okay.
Because you just got your gun out and you're looking down the barrel.
I will draw a bead onto the guy closest to me in the doorway.
Okay.
And then I think that's it.
All right. Any other aces? Kings.
King of Diamonds.
King of Hearts.
What is King of Hearts going to do?
I am screaming again at the person in front of me.
Okay, so
And-
that'll be the action.
Then move it up. with the
Make your overall check against her guts.
D6.
Yeah, 1d6.
I got a 4.
Which still beats her 3. And you're pushing on up.
Yeah.
She made it.
21.
All right, so you get up in front of her.
I have a question. Can I leap onto the? Can I move further than that one movement?
Yep, because you're now clear all the way up to the stage.
I want to go up to the guy who broke the display case.
All right, so the stage is about 3 feet up.
Yeah, I'm jumping.
All right, make a nimbleness check to jump up it. 1, 2, 3. So there's a 1, 2, 3
This
for the
character
jump
has
up.
all the different die types.
Yep.
First world problem. First world problem.
11.
All right, and you get right up next to him. Are you quick drawing your sword? Because you hadn't yet
Am I
done it.
allowed?
Yeah, quick draw. You can attempt it, or actually no, because you already
I
took
was
an
saying,
action.
I thought I did an
You
action.
need to do it before you take an action to see if it costs you an action.
That's okay.
Hi, Harlan.
And Fire, which is probably next.
All right, Ace of Diamonds.
You mean King of Diamonds?
Or King of Diamonds. We're kings. That's
Sleeve,
right.
and then
Sleeving.
King of Clubs. Which, let's see, what do we got?
You are right here.
Remember those half hexes from outer space.
Right.
They look like they're more than half. I'm just throwing it out there, and we have to explore the more than half on the other map. So
I am kind of crunched in at the moment, correct?
Yeah.
I think James changes the rules depending on what fits him best.
Or what game we're playing. So what is Armin going to do?
Let's see. Armin's going to try to push forward to the clear spot. Actually, I'm going to kind of push back against the wall for this turn and let the crowd move past me.
All right.
Because I was right next to the wall. But I will use the action to draw my sword.
Okay. Any other kings? On queens, the crowd moves again. These guys need a nimbleness check to avoid getting run over.
I'm happy the crowd's hanging out. Like,
Yeah.
You got lucky. I rolled a 5. It's supposed to be 1d6 of them. He's fine. He's fine. He gets trampled.
well, I don't like the guy at the podium either, so I might like get in between them so I can squish him and take the boat down.
So that guy.
Who's the guy in the back?
That's the math teacher.
Kill the math teacher.
I could see one step up and sweep him.
On accident.
Accidentally murder math.
Like, we like these people, right?
I mean, you don't
And it's a
dislike
town,
him.
I guess.
They haven't done anything to us to make us want to slaughter them.
Have they done stuff that I want to not slaughter him or to help them?
I mean, you're still a Templar?
Yeah, you're not that one character from Pathfinder.
Yeah. Well, the regular crowd's not trying to help themselves, they're just trying to get out.
They're doing a good job. I'm not worried about them. They're taking care of themselves, actually. Escaping is sometimes taking care of yourself.
Very cowardly.
Yeah, did you put the rest of the dishes in the dishwasher?
Yeah.
Thank you. I just couldn't fit any.
No, that's fine. Alright, so these guys rush to the south.
They have a good pace.
They're running.
They're running.
They're fancy.
And like Harley said, they are panicking.
If I'm panicking, do I run further?
Nope. They aren't moving any faster than their running speed.
Okay.
Hi, Harley. You know what you
Cameras
forgot to do?
everywhere.
You know what you forgot to do?
What?
Turn the light off.
Go turn the light off.
Oh, I thought it was cheaper to take the cotton pot back out of the fridge.
Well, so I put it in the fridge, so I was gonna get iced coffee before I left, but it didn't cool down fast enough to do it. So now I have an absurdly large cup of coffee at 9:30. Dunkin' Donuts is always the answer.
Of course, they're
Did you hear Speedway got bought by 7-Eleven? Is that a real thing?
Yes. All speedways are going to become 7.
I don't think so.
Actually, it's not.
Wait, but I like
The deal's in progress. It still has to pass all. It still has to jump through all the legalities and all that.
But it's going to be owned by 7-Eleven, but they're still going to be Speedway branded for the foreseeable future. But any new ones are going to be 7-Eleven branded.
I've seen different reports.
What
So
sucks is I've known them both from Speedway. It's a much better deal as far as your reward points than the 7-Eleven.
Yep.
I just got my
All right.
first responding Speedway card.
So-
it's my most important thing in
All
my
right.
life.
Stuff's running.
Queens.
Queens, Cheryl. Queens, diamonds.
Did you use your phone in there?
No, I forgot.
I think we can add
Oh,
it
wait.
to your receipt.
I have a clear line to the dude now?
Indeed, you do.
Alright, I'll use my sleep card.
Alright, so that'll be a quickness roll
Because that gets
between you and Cheryl
Yeah.
to see who reacts first. No, because he's interrupting your action.
Oh, okay. Quickness.
Quickness.
$19.
14.
The student has surpassed the master.
That's right.
He's just quicker than me. It's okay. I've been around longer.
And I have 12 movement, so
What you gonna do?
I'm gonna slap this dude.
Just run up and punch him?
No, I've got my sword out.
That's right, we spent an action. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nimbleness check to leap up onto.
The music
Yeah.
is making me anxious.
Good.
Can you turn it down
It's
a
a
little bit?
10.
Yeah, I can turn it down a little. It's supposed to make you anxious because this is a horror game.
I texted you.
I don't pay attention to the texts in the game.
Wait, we need to read it. You'll understand more my anxiety.
And then swinging the sword.
I'm on your phone and a hairdryer.
That is a 24.
And I guess look that up, yeah.
24 is a hit. Location. You got a couple of raises in there.
I got a 15 on that.
So
Is that with your automatic plus 2?
No, that's a 17 before with the automatic plus 2.
let me figure out how many raises it was.
If I really like it, still, it's the same thing as another.
I would like it to be 3.
It is not 3, it is only 2.
Okay.
Alright, so you hit him square in the chest. Go ahead and roll your damage.
Wait, does damage explode?
Yes.
Okay. 24 points of damage.
Alright. So he will do that. And roll 1d6 win.
5.
Go ahead and throw this back in the pot.
Nice. I'm spending already.
So, for those of you who aren't aware, and I know that doesn't mean anything to Joe and Dustin, I changed up the way I'm doing chips for me. I'm going to draw a fresh set of chips every week, and I'm going to try and spin them all by the end of the session.
Oh, I don't like that, I don't think.
No?
So he can build them all up perfect then.
Right. I'm not stockpiling chips.
By fresh, how many are you
It's better for
drawing?
us.
Well, as long as there's no Herod in the group, only 3.
Oh, nice. I like this.
However, Saturday night, I ended up with almost 10 because the number of times the Black Joker came out.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Now, there's other rules that will give me extra chips.
Cool.
Depending on the
comes
fear
up,
level
nothing goes.
and what card comes out, I get to draw chips for like Suicide Kings and One-Eyed Jacks.
Cheryl, it is your action.
And the Queen of Spades.
Yeah. Darn.
No, it's okay. It just, you might as well get the
Yeah, I
couple
didn't even think
cents
about
that-
it. Much more preoccupied in the fact that I was spending $68 to fuck it. But it's the money from
Sorry to our faithful watchers at home who don't realize that Harley won't be here after this weekend.
Oh my god, if you cry right now, I'm gonna lose it.
Where
I
you
have
going?
to.
She's going to college.
Nice.
I have to talk to her while I can.
Somebody has to take care of these idiots in 30 years. And it's gonna be me, because I'm the only one that's gonna be qualified to.
Yes.
Volunteer nursing home, Dad.
Are you going to be a psychiatrist?
I might as well.
Figured that'd be the only qualification.
I'm gonna need that.
Okay. Who's up there with me?
Armin.
Armin
He just sliced
jumped
the
up
guy.
right next to you and sliced the guy.
Joe next to an acting guy with a sword.
Yep. I got the first blow in.
Good job. I'm proud of my former
Protege.
protege.
Look at the guys that
Did he take anything out of the?
sword now.
No, he had busted it and he was reaching in, and then Armin suddenly explodes onto the stage next to you and slashes him
I'm
with
going
that
to
Viking longsword.
quick draw my sword.
Okay.
What am I looking for number wise?
With the great sword, it's target number 7.
There, it takes the action.
Okay. That was Queen of Diamonds.
Yeah.
Can't I move?
Yep, you can indeed move.
I don't want to.
Welcome to my life.
I missed her so much. Never shot so far. Just missed.
All right. Any other queens? Jacks.
I will sleep the Jack of Spades.
All right. Any other jacks? 10s.
Clubs.
I've got a diamonds over here. So that guy takes a step back. He already has his pistol in his hand, and he does not like the fact that that big guy just smoked him. And as he does, which pistol does he have? Oh, I'm sorry, he does not have a pistol. He has a shotgun.
Oh,
My bad.
I don't think he backed up.
that's even better for them.
All right, he is going to shoot his shotgun at Armin.
Oh, slice. Loser.
I have a question. Since he's shooting at him and not me, he can't innocent bystander me.
Do you have insane bravado?
Yeah.
Then no, he can't innocent bystander you.
Would I make a character without insane bravado that's an upfront fighter?
That's
Maybe.
true.
Armin started without it. I saved up points to buy it.
Yeah, no, it's expensive.
15.
Alright.
It's only
The
5
shotgun
in the
speaks,
Yeah.
and let's see where it hits you, because it does indeed hit you unless you want to try and dodge.
Oh, I will most definitely
You
try
get a
and
free
dodge.
dodge, right? Oh no, that's
No,
against
no.
explosions.
It's against area of
So you
effects.
have to move.
Oh, no, I'm not going to dodge.
Not going to dodge?
No,
Okay.
I got chips.
I'll put where to hit you. Hits you right square in the stomach.
Alright.
In the guts or the stomach?
The guts.
But not the gizzards.
Not the gizzards.
The wood backing on the display case gives you 1 level of armor, which I'm taking into account.
Nice.
This is like D4s.
It does
I
sound
mean,
like
it is D4s.
James,
D6 is going at D4s.
Yep.
He's like, oh, yeah, you don't have that level of armor.
Yep, I know. He's going to make me spit chips.
James explodes D4s quite often.
16.
You have 25%.
16 to the guts.
Ow. 2 ones?
Yep.
I'll soak it.
Alright, go ahead and spin the chip.
Put that in the
And you
pocket.
take 1 wind and a vigor check.
Ooh, 1 win.
Until you go bust on that vigor check.
You know what? I'd appreciate it if you didn't cuss at me like that. No
I
bust.
took so long, man.
4.
However, you did barely make that.
I know.
Alright.
But I did.
That was 10 of diamonds to 10 of clubs.
Talk about hell. Talk about hell.
Well, let's step up and
So
reintroduce
stepping
him to the
around.
store.
Are we getting through this fight tonight? We talked for a long time.
Joe has to leave at 10, I think, so this is going to be a short episode. But we will get through this fight.
11.
11?
Actually, 12.
Maybe we'll get to this.
12? So hit no raise. Where do you hit him at?
In the head.
Right in the noggin.
Yep. 19 plus 2 is 21, so yeah.
Oh, so 20 goes to the head, 21 goes back down to the knee.
Right to the Jimmy.
Dick shot! That adds 2 extra die.
2 extra dice onto your bonus damage from your sword. So strength check and then, what is it, 2d8? So 48?
Strength plus 48 plus 1. 10. Exploders. Boo. 19 points of damage with that hit.
Alright, so that'll be 3 wounds to his noggin. And he needs a vigor check. Go ahead and roll 3d6 wind. Remember, we have the house rule of wind dice do not explode.
Right. He is still taking 11 wind.
Okay.
Yeah.
He is not stunned as he barely makes the target number, but you definitely rung his bell with that. As you cut a big slice right across his face. He's not going to be as purdy as he was, which is saying a lot considering he wasn't purdy in the first place. Alright, I need to do that so that stops popping up. And I've got to say, this wound tracker that we made,
Yeah, fixed.
it's amazing.
Nice.
Yeah, I seen the fix the undead clause in it. Which
All right.
I have to run a subversive script for it.
Yep.
I figured that out.
That was 10 of clubs, 9s.
Hearts.
9 of hearts. What you doing?
All right, we are doing the second turn of the paralyzer on the guy that Armin sorted.
Alright, he has to make a vigor check, right?
Yep.
That's a good start.
Does the crowd move on 9?
Oh, I forgot to move them on 9. They do move on 9, yes.
Pay attention.
Thank you.
Yeah, James cheats. You gotta.
Yep. I keep honest.
I know very few things, so it's easy to keep track of like 3 things that I know so far.
That's fair.
What'd you get?
20.
You have paralyzed him.
How many successes?
Just 2.
Just 2, so he is paralyzed for 10 minutes. Or no, sorry. 5 minutes per blasting level, so I have 5 blast levels, 25 minutes, and successes do an additional 5 minutes each raise. So at least a half an hour, he can't move.
Now the question becomes, does Armin realize that?
Probably not. It's going to take a really good perception roll.
If he's paralyzed, he shouldn't drop to the ground.
No, he's
literally
frozen in
locked
place.
in place.
I catatonically locked his muscles.
Oh, okay.
Is it larger?
Alright, so the crowd moved. Let me make their nimbleness
What is the first
checks.
thing that pops up for my
He's
wish?
good. He's good. He's good. And he's good. One more. He's good. Alright. That takes us to, what was that, 9 of spades?
9 of hearts. I got 9 of clubs.
Alright, anybody else have 9 of diamonds? Alright, 9 of clubs.
All right. Now that that guy is taken care of, I will holler out at the crowd on the stage and like, he's done, cuff him, and I will. I will attempt to withdraw my pistol.
Maybe Susie has learned how to control some of her killing tendencies that she might have had in the past with her handcuffs.
Aim for quick drawing the pistol, and I have quick draw holster. So
Alright. So you quick draw it.
Alright,
And your last action? Or your actual action?
actual action. Well, we're actually, yeah. We will move over directly east.
Okay, so 2, 4. How far are you going?
One more. Put me at 5, and then with the actual part of the action, I will draw a bead on that close guy.
Okay. So that was 9 of clubs, 8s. Spades?
Hearts.
8 of hearts.
Alright. I will attempt to quick draw my swords. I guess what number am I looking for there?
What kind of sword?
I've got a saber and a bowie knife.
Okay, so target number is going to be 7 since you're drawing 2 weapons.
Okay. And let's see, what kind of check is that?
Quick draw.
Under quickness.
Okay, under quickness. Okay, so I'm just defaulting it.
So it's at a -4.
Okay, so I spend the action.
Do indeed spin the action. Alright, so that was 8 of
But
hearts.
can I still move?
You can still move.
I will then move my speed of 10 to the south.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. These guys got a really bad card draw, comparatively. Alright. 8 of diamonds, 8 of clubs. Does he get a roll on his turns?
No,
Okay.
he's pretty much out.
So he is pretty much out of the fight. 7 of spades. What are you going to do? You drew a bead on that guy?
Yeah, we're going to leave it for a moment. We're going to let some of these crowd kind of clear out.
7 of hearts?
I got clubs, and I'm doing the same thing.
Okay. No 7 of diamonds? 6s. 6 of spades. So this lady right up here, she is a woman of African American descent, and seeing that you guys seem to have him under control, she immediately rushes up next to Haskell and starts checking him over.
I'll glance at her to make sure she's not like trying to shank him.
Nope.
Okay.
You do see a pistol underneath her jacket, but she doesn't appear to be If anything, I'll give you a scrutinize check on it.
Bust.
You're not sure. I mean, she does have a pistol on her belt, but she hasn't gone for it, so you're not sure if she's threatening or not. And then she uses her action to start tending his wounds.
+1 to scrutinize.
Every time I fail a check, it goes on the list.
That's the only reason you put stuff on your list?
Or when we didn't have a skill and we needed it.
All right, that was 6 of spades, 6 of hearts, 6 of diamonds, 6 of clubs. 5s, the crowd.
We got 5 spades.
Crowd goes first.
Yeah.
The crowd goes first.
So then
You'll
you
be able to that.
Woohoo!
Alright. Yes. Yes. So this guy, not enough to wound him. Down here. He takes not enough to wound him. Alright, so the crowd has pretty much cleared out, and you hear them screaming, running down the hallways, running up front. You hear people calling for the for somebody to get the police here, or to get the sheriff's office here. To use the right
Did you fund the police?
They haven't found them yet.
It's not Portland.
All right, 5 of spades. So as you're standing there,
It's you. I know. I'm listening to you.
as you're standing there, Sam, you notice that the 2 who hopped up on the stage, they have swords of all things, and you have never seen anyone swing a weapon as savagely as the guy did.
And at this point, it's
But at least
I'm
he's-
full Viking looking. The hair's long, the beard's braided.
Well, he's attacking the bad guy, so okay, I'll let it slide for right now. We'll just put a pin in that right now. We'll come back to it. Let's see, I want 2 to the south and 3 to the
3 to the east.
east. Well, I'm gonna draw on the open fire on the.
Try a quick
Which
draw.
one?
Go to the east since there's gonna be a line of fire that way.
Okay. All right, so you're going to quick draw or attempt to?
Gonna try, but probably fail miserably.
How many pistols are you drawing?
Just one.
Just one.
I have 2, but
Then you have a quick draw holster.
I have 1 quick draw holster, so.
All right, so it's your quick draw roll with a +2 onto the highest die.
Yeah, but I didn't realize I had to put points into quick draw, so.
So at a -2,
Yeah.
Yeah, minus
1 die of your quickness.
4 plus 2 minus 2 is 4.
No.
All right.
No, minus 2.
It's just -2 total,
Is it
so you're at
-4?
2.
Minus 4
It's
plus
-4 when you default back to the tree.
and then +2 for your quick draw holster, so it was just -2.
He got a 2, so he has to take an action.
Takes
to
you
it.
the action to not to quick draw, but to draw
Chuck
it.
your card, put it through this card, the 5. And then, seeing that the line's cleared out, I'm going to spend that, and I am. How close are the ones to the east?
I don't believe you. I know who you
You think you can make it?
All right, I'm going for it.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
I have 12, so put me where I can sweep. 11. And that's what I'm doing. I'm
First
sweeping.
off,
As the 2 of you who are, Huh?
Increase your nimbleness or get a pair of sneakers.
I know that.
or take fleet footage.
Or not sneakers, running shoes.
The nimbleness die. That's all I was looking for.
Alright. So sweep is +2.
+2 to hit,
-2.
-2 to your damage.
Yep.
You didn't lower your AC. Oh, we don't have armor classes.
No.
That's the other game.
That is going to be a 13 or 12 to hit.
12 is going to hit with, let me see what their fighting level is. You said 12?
Yes.
That is a hit with a raise, a single raise.
That's a 20 to the first one.
No,
All right, you
Just
don't.
saying,
you have to.
You have to do your damage first.
that's fine. I rolled 2 20s.
Yeah, but you may not make it through depending on how much damage you
from the
do.
wounds.
Oh yeah. Well, it's a -1 total, and
Favorite thing about Deadlands is that right there.
14.
My handful of dice. Just like.
That does seem to be what a lot of people love about this game. It's just a big handful of dice to throw on the table.
I also like the
I
map
don't
of
like
it.
rolling that much dice at a time.
Oh, I like it.
That'd be cool. So
31 points of damage.
31 as you take this guy's head clean off.
So he needs like what? 15?
Well, it would be 5.
Make a strength check to follow through.
Do I get to know the DC for this?
Yeah, it's always 13
13
for 5 wounds.
Elgato. +4 to a corporeal trait, so 13.
All right, go ahead and roll to hit the second guy.
Oh, that's right. I gotta roll to hit.
Yep.
It's been a while. New system. I'm used to Torque, where I can just say I do the thing, and then it just does all of the thing.
On one die roll, yeah.
Yeah, it's supposed to storm. That one is 26.
26 is a hit with a trio of raises.
Let's see if I can hit his head again. Oh no. That's gonna be 9.
Is that with the +2?
Yep.
And plus or minus 3?
Yep.
Okay. And you don't have to get all 3.
I know.
Okay.
I mean, it doesn't really. Unless I can get it to 10, that doesn't really do much.
Nice. That's enough.
So 9. So 22 points of damage on that one.
22. Not enough to take him down, but he is not looking good. Let me add.
Where's the 9 hit? Is that leg?
9 is right in the guts.
Oh, okay.
Lower
So-
guts. So in the stomach area.
Took one dude's head off and then ripped little ribs of the other.
And as you two new guys, are watching this guy looks like a Viking from a storybook, comes running over and he swings his sword, takes off the first guy's head, and it barely slows it down enough that it just slices right through the other guy's stomach, kind of spilling a little bit of his intestines. And this is a pretty nasty looking wound, which is going to be a guts check.
And then after they do their stuff, I'll slide in with my sleeve.
Yep, the two of you.
Oh shit, you did not put any points in guts?
You told me. I don't know this stuff.
You guys were supposed to tell him.
Nick, you failed him.
No one told me about putting. I know this stuff, so I'm new to the game. Okay.
So I rolled my 46. That's just my result, right?
So,
So I got
1d12
The good news
minus
is
4.
the target number isn't terrible,
I got a 5.
but it is higher than a 5.
Well, the highest I could get was a 6. So.
12, 6 exploding.
Oh yeah, I guess.
Failed.
What'd you roll?
3.
Plus I did points, so
You got
minus
-1.
4, so I don't whatever it
Well, it's
was.
not a bust. And
Yeah, it's
you
not
can
a
also
bust.
spend a chip on it too.
Yep, you guys can spend chips on these if you want.
So, a red chip would let you roll another die and add 2. A white chip
All
would
right,
just
let me
roll
bring up.
Sorry, I thought Nick had told
One die.
you.
And I thought Mike had told you.
I bet he spends a point tonight.
And James said that he was going to help him build his character.
Right.
So
Right, and I
all
was
three of you
distracted.
did nothing for him. Thanks.
Well, I've heard
All right.
you play before.
Yeah, but it's been maybe 15 years.
Well,
Yeah, that company this morning we had a Zoom meeting.
Sick was very helpful.
It's still a
I
place.
appreciate it.
Could have been last week you played, for all I know.
It was just
there.
It was just the other day.
It
But
was just the
All
other
right.
let's get this moving.
It-
Any day but
So,
It was BC.
it was BC.
Okay, now you have to say it that way. It was
Then that's just
BC.
the other week.
That was like a lifetime ago.
Oh, before Cheryl.
Yes.
Yes.
All right, so Joe, Sam just staggers back and stares in horror as he gets a really bad case of the willies, losing your next action card. You are going to be at -2 to all actions, and you take 6 wind from the horror of it. You have never seen anyone killed as efficiently as that guy just did.
I would like to say I trained him.
Then we go over to Dustin's character, Gus, who also loses his next
Gustavo.
action card.
That's what I'm going to call you.
I lose my next action.
Your next action card, yep.
Okay.
You're also at
I
a
lose
minus
the action
2,
cards. Okay, got it.
and you also take 6 win. And both of you need to make vigor checks, target number 3.
But I take this down to
And then I'll start with my sleeve after all this.
so I need to make a vigor check.
Yep.
Yep, your target number is 3.
It's here.
10.
So you're not stunned.
4.
You're not stunned. Alright, sleeve card.
Yep.
What card are we actually on?
That was 5.
That was
5 of
5 of
spades?
something. 5 of spades.
Yeah, we just finished 5 of spades.
Yeah, and I'm jumping with my sleeve. So, I'm going to continue drawing a bead on that guy.
Go ahead and make a quickness check.
Make a quickness check.
Yep, because you would be interrupting on 5 of hearts, and that's when they go.
And that's also when I go, too. 11.
You beat them, so you go before they do.
Alright, so I'll continue drawing a bead on that guy, and then 5 of hearts.
5 of hearts, you act at the same time as they do then.
Okay. So, acting at the same time, I'm actually going to try to pop the guy that's in the front in the head. So I'll have,
Okay.
what, a net minus 2, because I have 2 beads.
2 beads, yeah, net minus 2.
Eight.
That is a hit.
Alright. 3, 6, 5, and 6.
I guess he is being born.
24.
24. And that dude's head just gets a big hole in it. And he drops to the ground quite dead as well. Alright, and then I'll finish out their turn. The 2 to the south, one of them shouts, "Buford, run!" And he pops off, or the first one pops off a shot at the crazy guy running at them with a pair of weapons, a pair of melee weapons. Shooting, there it is. Let's see, what do they have in hand? One is shooting at you with a Winchester rifle, so we'll do his first. And his gun jams. And then he runs off. And the other one shoots at you with a Holt Peacemaker. He will hit, unless you want to try and dodge.
I will attempt to vamoose with dodge.
Dodge with your vamoose?
Yep.
Alright, go ahead and make your dodge roll.
See, dodge is that, says. Okay, there is an ace in there, and no one. And it's off the table. So that's an 18 to dodge.
You managed to twist just enough that the bullet actually hits the far wall, missing everybody in the room. And he looks terrified by that, and he takes off.
I always had the battleship and everything. That sucker was 7 foot long.
Alright. Then, the one guy standing over here, let's see if he makes that guts check. Oh, got a better guts than they do shooting.
Oh, sorry, it was only 16 because I have hematophobia and there's lots of blood.
There is lots of blood around. He does make that guts check. And he sees the big guy with the sword, and he's got a pair of pistols out. So he is going to shoot guns at Kimbo. His right hand. These double action? Yes, these are double action. So he is double tapping these pistols.
He's giving himself all the negatives. Oh shit. I'm hearing a lot of explosions.
Alright, so his left pistol, both bullets hit you.
I've been on 452.
His right pistol explodes in his hand. All the dice came up ones for that shot. Alright, so we'll handle the damage to his hand first. It's the same as pistol shot. That's 9, so that's going to be another wound. Actually, let's just do this. And then he hits you right in the guts for 11 points of damage. So
Okay.
1 wound. 3 wind and a vigor check. I hear the thunder. I love
Yeah,
thunder.
it's been going for about 10 minutes now.
I busted on that vigor check.
Oh,
So you drop to the ground
You add vigor to your list?
unconscious. You are not going to be able to come back into the fight.
Right. I'm adding vigor to 4d6 rather than 3 so that I have less of a chance of that happening.
Yep, I always love even numbers.
Yep.
Alright, so you are prone. And stunned out. Alright. That was 5 of hearts.
Yeah, I do. 2.
Is 2 the only thing left?
Yep.
yeah.
Alright, what are you going to do on your deuce? You going to handcuff this guy?
Yeah.
You going to quick draw those handcuffs?
No. John's a black.
Yeah, she's gonna quick draw her handcuffs. She's going to get invested.
Yeah, I figured. She was looking at him, not me.
6.
6, you yank those handcuffs right out of their carrying spot
Right on him.
and spend your action twisting his arms around
Yeah, it's probably
because you can control them. And that is your action quickness rolls. Dustin and Joe, don't forget you guys have a -2 from the guts checks.
And I've got a -2
From all the blood.
But I've got an 8 here. Ooh, exploder.
Well, I busted, so
17,
You busted?
15, so
You're just standing there like in awe at what everything that's just happened.
They roll 6, they roll again.
Yep.
I only
If
get
it's a
one roll
D6, yes.
for 1d8. Oh no, I did that on my quick draw.
You don't add quick draw to
What if
quickness
I roll a
checks.
6 again?
So I roll.
Keep going. You keep going until you don't hit
And
an
I
ace.
got. This one should be a 1.
Because it was the yellow one, because it wasn't more.
Right, so those 2 were 8.
Yep,
So what we going
Tell
for?
Cheryl.
Alright, so I can.
Yep, they explode. So I just pick that 8 up and keep rolling again. You're 16. So you're at 22, so 0, 5, 10, 15, 20.
Here's a -2 though, too.
Yeah,
20.
just 22.
Okay, what do you get, Nick?
0,
Never
5.
mind, I didn't bust. I did it wrong.
Did you?
I did not bust.
Okay, so
I
you
did
get a
do it
card.
wrong.
He used his quick draw instead of his quick miss.
Yeah.
What'd you get on quickness then?
That's those
20.
then.
That's much better.
And you get to do a lot of stuff real quick, real early.
Oh, we're going into another
He's
round.
out.
now.
He's unconscious. He does not get a quickness check.
You
Oh.
got 15 or better?
Something like that. That's what they told me. That's what they told me.
Yep.
Alright.
Anyone have Black Joker?
Well,
The only joker left is the black joker, so let me know if you get it.
They're good with that.
The
that's
Black
bad.
Joker's bad.
Alright,
James gets
aces.
to pick a
I
chip.
have an ace of spades.
Spades goes first.
So it goes spades,
So from where you're at, let me kill the other lines of sight.
diamonds, club.
Because now line of sight is actually going to be
Club, club.
important for
And
you.
the spade looks like a head.
Make sure these two don't have vision on. They do
Alright,
not.
so I just have a -2 penalty still from the guts check.
Yep. That is what you can currently see.
Right. So I saw him get shot and drop. Saw him decapitate the guy.
Oh, I'm out anyway.
So the loyal Gus is gonna start making his way towards the Viking man that helped him out of this problem. So I'll move my up to 6.
As you get there, you can see one more gunman.
And so the jumpy Gus will go, oh shit, and then shoot at him with my peacemaker.
Alright, is it a single or a double action?
Rate of fire is 2.
So it's a double action peacemaker.
Yeah.
That means if you wish, you can double tap.
What's that do for me?
You shoot 2 bullets. When you roll your shooting check,
from it?
no.
Okay.
If you hit, just a basic hit, 1 bullet hits. If you get a raise, which is 5 above your target number, both bullets hit the same location.
Okay, yeah, sure, double tap. Because Gus is kind of jumpy right in a second.
Alright. Roll to hit. That is your shooting.
So I'm shooting, so I get 2.
No, not shooting.
Oh, sorry.
You're shooting.
Right, yeah.
No G in that one.
Oh, yeah. That's just my fat lip. So 2 of these. So, okay. So, it's just an 8, and then -2, so 6.
6 is going to be a hit. Roll a d20 for location.
12.
So in his right arm, and roll your 3d6 damage. These you add together, and the dice do explode.
17.
Alright, that's good for 2 wounds. So he is pretty significantly wounded now.
So I can move again, right? Up to my...
You can move up. Yeah, you
Up
can
to
finish your
twice
move up
my
next
pace.
to him.
Well, can I move again after
Oh, no.
I do?
After you shoot, no.
Okay.
Alright, that was Ace of Spades, Ace of Hearts, Diamonds, and
Diamonds.
Diamonds.
I have Ace of Diamonds too. Did you have hearts? Ace of hearts?
Nope, I got a piece of clothes.
Oh, okay. Alright, so shot that guy. Scared me.
He's still alive.
I'm just gonna keep shooting.
Double tap again.
Sure, I assume I'm still pretty jumpy. And he's still pretty alive. So these 2. 9 minus 2, 7.
That is a hit.
And then D20 to see where I hit. So 9. And 3d6 is 5.
5.
Yeah, 9 for where I hit and 5 for damage.
Not enough to really hurt him. That was just kind of a grazing shot. Ace of Clubs.
Alright. Can I move up and shoot then?
Yep.
Yeah, I'll move up.
You move more than 2, it'll apply the walking penalty. How far up you going?
What's the walking penalty do?
-2.
To my shot? Well, I'm not going to move any farther.
You take a couple of steps forward. Nothing is blocking. Well, let me double check. Yep, you have a clear shot on him.
Okay, I'm going to shoot him.
All right, make your shooting roll. Don't forget your -2.
Shoot.
-12 -2.
What does the shootist do?
Shootist is for casting your spells.
That gives you those spells that you have, yeah.
Okay, so I got a D10 minus 2.
2 minus 2. Yep. So then you roll 2d10, pick the highest one. 7 minus that's a 5.
All right, a 5 is a hit.
So now d20.
19.
Right square in his chest.
Right, and then 3d6 probably.
Yeah.
These people.
You roll a 66. Put on probably not.
And then you add those together.
12.
12, and that is enough to put him down. And as the last of them falls, that is where we'll pick up next week. Or not next week, in 2 weeks. So, thank you everybody for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. A couple of new folks effectively into Deadlands, and next week's episode will be Torg. We'll see everybody next time.
Bye.